What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and today I'm going to be talking about why you should never ever get a marketing degree from college. So these are usually 4 years. It's a bachelor's degree, and if you happen to have a marketing degree or you're working towards one and it's too late to change, I'm going to be giving you some tips on how you can optimize your marketing degree. So the first reason is that everything you learn, or most things you learn in all those marketing classes that you have to take, it's going to be outdated information, right? You got to think of the industry, right? Just think of business in general, how things have changed. And there's different ways of marketing than they were marketing a year ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago. It's always evolving, right? But if you've looked at college textbooks, right, you're going to be using old textbooks. It might be from 2015. Even if it's 2 years old, it's probably old when it comes to marketing. The marketing industry is always changing, but then the college system, and I'm basing this off of public universities, right? They're always behind. They're never going to use a book that just came out because, nobody does that in colleges. So they're always going to be behind. So you're always going to be learning old information, right? So think about freshman year, right? Let's say you take your first marketing class, right? And you're going to graduate 4 or 5 years later, depending on how fast you do it. And the stuff you learned 4 years ago is no longer relevant to what's happening in the actual market today, right? But I do have to say that there are some basic business marketing strategies that are always going to exist. Even if you change your way of marketing, you're always going to base your marketing on these basic marketing strategies. So I feel like that is the only thing that you actually learn from college, the basic strategies. It's kind of like the foundation, right? So if you really think about it, the only thing that matters is going to be learning those basic foundational skills, and anything else you learn in college is going to pass as time passes, and it's no longer going to be relevant by the time you graduate. All right, so let's say you get into the industry, right? You graduated, you're looking for jobs. You're going to be competing with people that never went to college and people that probably have more experience since you were in college taking these classes, and they were getting certified in different software that are being used now in marketing. So if you look at the marketing sector as a whole, I used to work for a marketing company, and I wasn't a marketing expert. I was doing accounting for them, but I was exposed to the tools they use, like HubSpot to manage emails or things like that. There's so many tools that, marketing teams use. And in college, I promise you, you're not going to learn those. You probably learn something that's very old, but the newest marketing tools is what you need. And if you are certified in those, you'd really be at an advantage over someone who does not have a certification. With marketing, it's an action, and the action has to have a result, which has to be positive, right? All right, so let's say you just graduated from college with your bachelor's degree in marketing, right? And you get a job, and your first task is going to be to run a campaign, right? Let's say it's for a clothing brand that's planning to launch new sweaters. Your job is to get as many sales as possible. So let's say, you got a marketing degree, so you do the things you learned in college. At the end of the campaign, you sell nothing. Zero. This just goes to tell you that just because you have a marketing degree doesn't mean that you're smart. But now if they got someone who knows how to use Instagram, right? Because a lot of people use Instagram for marketing. If you know someone that knows how to use HubSpot so they could send emails, to their email database, and they can send emails to a bunch of people. If you know people that know how to use social media effectively because everyone is on social media, that person is probably going to sell more than someone who just came out of college with just the knowledge they learned in college. All right, so the next point is going to be the marketing industry as a whole. It is a super competitive industry. So I'm going to challenge you right now to look up, just a Google search marketing agencies near me. You're going to see there's a lot of them. And most of the time, this causes a lot of cannibalization. Not that they're eating each other, but essentially, this is actually a marketing term that I learned in college. So here's a great example explaining what cannibalization is. So think about Starbucks, right? Everyone drinks coffee. So what if there were two of those stores next to each other? Which one would you go into, right? Some people might just go into one. Some people might alternate. Maybe you're coming from this direction, so you go into this one. Or maybe you're coming from this direction, so you go into this one. Or maybe your friend works here, so you go here. Your friend is not working, you go to the other one, right? So essentially what this is doing, they're not maximizing their revenue because they're stealing customers from each other. But if they were able to to increase the distance between the two stores, they'll be able to gain more revenue because this Starbucks is going to get all the people that are around that area and this one will get, all the people that are around that area. So they'll maximize their revenue as well as the other one. So this is the same thing that is happening within the marketing industry. So if you look at, all of these marketing agencies, how are they able to create so many? It's because it's easy, right? Anyone can say they know how to market things. Those things are really easy to learn. And most of us do this every day. If you post on Instagram, you can literally market anything on Instagram or on your Facebook page or, on this YouTube. If we had a sponsor, that'll be marketing for me. I'll be doing marketing for them. To get into this industry, it's super easy. So this allows for a lot of marketing agency to start, and it causes cannibalization because there's so many. Because of cannibalization, a lot of these businesses are not making money at all, right? They're not making a lot of revenue to have to pay employees a lot of money. So when you get into marketing, don't expect to make a lot of money unless you're working for a big company. So if you're working for a small company, you're not going to be making a lot of money. And also you might look at, the projected growth. I forgot the percentage, but the marketing industry, like the employment in the industry is projected to grow, I guess through 2026. It's like, I don't know, maybe 6%. I'm not sure, but one of those numbers. But essentially, this is based on the demand that these small companies might have, right? They haven't hired anyone, but they plan on hiring people, and that's based on them making money, right? So if they don't make enough revenue, they're not going to be able to pay people, right? But if they make enough, they're hoping to make enough revenue. Therefore, they can hire more people. So that creates that notion that, there's going to be demand for marketing jobs. All right. So now let's say you just love marketing, or you're doing marketing and you're about to graduate in a couple months, and it's too late for you to switch to something else, right? So how do you supplement your degree so that it's actually worth something, so you can actually provide value, so you actually know what you're doing, so you're not just using old information that you learned your freshman year, which was 4 years ago. I'll tell you one thing that you need to do is get certifications on the software that is being used on the industry. So I did a quick Google search here to look for, some of the software that is being used in the industry. And I also just got off the phone with my friend who works in marketing, and he gave me a list of some of the software that they use, or some things that they look for when someone, is applying for a job. Because you can't just say you have a bachelor's degree in marketing. Okay, you have that, but what do you know? Like, what can you do? Do you have any certifications? Do you have this? So that is one thing that you can do to make your marketing degree a lot better, and to increase your chances of getting hired. And if you don't have a marketing degree, just get the certifications. You're going to get the same job that someone with a marketing degree would get. And also, I think the best way of taking or learning marketing in college is having it as a minor, because when you have it as a minor, you can pick specific classes that you have to take. You're going to learn those core foundational marketing strategies, which is really important. So that is all you need to know, those foundational marketing strategies. And after that, everything else you can just learn on your own, get the certifications to different things. All right, so the first certification is going to be the Hootsuite Social Marketing Certification. So Hootsuite is a software that is used by a lot of people in marketing to do a lot of things, which include scheduling posts and sending emails. So that is a great platform that a lot of marketing agencies use. All right, so the next one is going to be the Google Ads certification. So Google runs everything. So if you want to learn about creating ads and how ads work, which is what drives a lot of sales or anything really in marketing, you need good advertisement, right? So Google Ads, you can't go wrong with that. The next one is going to be HubSpot. So this is more related to sales, and, it's just related to sales, which is marketing, right? When you're marketing something, you're trying to sell something, and it provides you with a platform where you can track the sales and follow up with clients and do all kinds of cool stuff. The next one is going to be the Google Analytics certification. So it is great to know how to analyze marketing data. If you're in marketing, let's say you do a marketing campaign, now you have a lot of data. You have to know how to analyze that data. So that is where this comes in, the Google Analytics certification. Yeah, so those were some of the most important certifications that you can get when it comes to marketing. Obviously, this might change in a couple of years, but this is what a lot of people are using right now in marketing. And the exams or the certifications, they're going to cost you money just like college would. So this is what I recommend if you really love marketing, or if it's too late for you to switch from marketing into something else. I really highly recommend getting these certifications. So I'm going to link this website that I was looking at in the description below. That is where you can find the full list. I just picked the ones that my friend confirmed that they actually use in marketing. And there's obviously more in here, so you can, read about what you like and what you don't like. And you can also look at the different pricings. But that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys are in marketing, or if you like marketing, or if you have any of these certifications. But with that being said, make sure to go and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.